So over the last few years, you guys have invested a lot in RF, mixers, tuners. How's that going? Where are you bumping up into your toughest competition?
Well, I have to admit that right now the RF or our high frequency business still represents a relatively small part of our business. It's only about 1% of our sales are in high frequency products. We've got starting to have a pretty good portfolio of products, probably 30, 35 products. But what we've learned as we've gotten more and more into the high frequency area, that the design-in times are quite long. So that particularly if you're selling into infrastructure and you're selling into base stations, those things go through only 3 or 4 year cycles. And so even though our sales have not progressed at the rate that we'd like them have been, what we have been pretty positive is the fact that the products that we have brought to the market have been well received, and that they've gotten a lot of design-in activity. So granted, it's only 1% of our sales, but if you look at the design-in activity, our sense is that in the next few years that should grow significantly.
Have you put a number on that? Up to 5%, 10% of overall revenue?
I don't think I'd put a number with it, but certainly, I would think that market would grow, at least at the same rate as the company grows.
And how about in the area of higher voltage analog and power ICs?
Well, one of the probably the most exciting markets that we're seeing right now, and the market that's probably growing faster than the rest of the company and faster than any of our other markets we sell into, is automotive. And automotive is an area where we had our sales a few years ago was about 3 or 4%. This last quarter it grew from 8 to 9% of our sales, and I wouldn't be surprised the next quarter or two that our sales into the automotive market could be double digits. And so there's a market that really values and requires analog ICs that have high voltage tolerance. It's a market that still needs to have semiconductors that are reliable and can work over a broad range of voltages. So you need to be able to run. They need to operate at 4 volts when the battery's cold and you're cranking it in a Minnesota winter, and it's got to go up to 30 plus volts if there's any transients that occur. And so for us, the automotive market, and not just for high voltage, but really for a lot of different applications for us, is very interesting. We originally entered the automotive market in sort of the infotainment, the entertainment and navigation systems. That's really where we started. It progressed into lighting, headlights, taillights, task lighting inside of the car, engine control units, stability control units, brake-by-wire, drive-by-wire, radar detection. So for us, automotive is a great market for linear technology products because of some of the unique environmental requirements that you have to have, and also the automotive customers have some probably the toughest quality requirements of any of our customers, and so the number of competitors that can meet those quality standards are relatively modest. So we view probably that automotive as one of our most attractive markets.